If you've come to our office, if you've come to this website, you've done research. You've probably gone one or two ways. You've either done the research on your own and you've gotten to us, or at least gotten this far in your inquiry because you've learned something about our firm, you've learned something about our success in representing families like yours in Georgia. You've learned something about the specific examples of our representation of families and newborns, children with birth injury, brain injury, cerebral palsy, and how successful we've been. That's one way that people get to us. Another way you might get to us is by referral from another lawyer, either a lawyer who you know and are familiar with. They live in your neighborhood, you go to church with them, or maybe they've represented you in some other capacity. And that lawyer, because of what that lawyer knows in the industry about our success and our reputation, has pointed you to us. Either way, you are a parent, likely, of a child with a brain injury. Brain injury that has likely led to seizures, cerebral palsy, motor dysfunction, missing of developmental milestones. And if you're in that place, and if you've gotten to us on this website, then you also have questions. You're wondering if this injury to your child occurred during labor and delivery or during the prenatal period, and if it's the result of mistakes, of decisions, choices, failures that your doctors or the labor and delivery team or the hospital or your midwife made during the birth process. And so that's where you are. When I sit down with families, they've gotten to us one or two of those ways, sometimes both. And they have the question, why your firm? What makes you the right firm for us and for our family? And so it is difficult and I don't like talking about myself and our firm, but what I can do is give you an outline of the steps that I would go through, the steps that I would advise my family members to go through in choosing an attorney, period, and then in choosing an attorney in this area, in this field, with an expertise in birth injury. First, I would tell them to go by reputation. Lots of attorneys have slick web presence. They have slick websites. And there are attorneys in this field of birth injury who have websites nationally. And they will get placing and ranking and have very glossy, very expensive sites for every state in the country, despite the fact that their firm may be in New Jersey or California or Texas. So go by reputation. Don't go by what you find on the web or how glossy a website looks like or how impressed you are with what you see on the web. Go by reputation. Contact attorneys you know or get referred to attorneys from friends of yours and talk to them and ask them to do some research. No matter what field an attorney is in, they will know attorneys generally in the area of personal injury. And those attorneys in the area of personal injury will be able to reach out to their colleagues and identify who the best known and most successful and top birth injury attorneys are in this state. So start there. I believe you'll find your way to this firm. If not, God bless you. There are other fine lawyers in this state. But I believe you will find your way to this firm if you do that research and if you're referred by a lawyer who has contacts in the industry. What else would I advise someone to do? Well, make your own decision. Don't just go by references. Don't just go by referrals or recommendations or what someone's reputation is. You will have to have, I would demand this if I were a client, a good feeling about the lawyers you sit down with. So sit down with any lawyer you're considering, meet their team, find out not just about their successes. I mean, they'll be glad to share that with you. Most lawyers are. But find out what their process is. Find out how hands-on they are. See if the way they handle a case and the way they talk to you and present themselves to you gives you a good feeling about the communication of information that you'll get, because litigation is a long, difficult road, and you will need to feel that your attorney not only has your best interests at heart, but is able to communicate with you and will communicate with you and keep you informed. And finally, when sitting down with an attorney, take a look at how they explain things to you. I mean, are they explaining their fee contract, the fees that they will charge, the expenses that will need to be reimbursed, their process, the medical issues that your case raises, the legal issues that your case raises? Are they explaining those things to you in a way that makes sense to you? Or are they mostly tooting their own horn, talking about their victories, talking about their success? I mean, regardless of the area of law that you are looking in for an attorney, there are fine attorneys in every area of law in the state of Georgia. And this firm is not the only attorney who does this kind of work. But I think what you'll find is this: when you sit down with us and you marry that with what you've learned about our reputation from friends and family or lawyers you've been put in touch with, you then look at our results. You find out the actual tangible results that we've had in recovering money for families of damaged kids, so that those families can take care of their children and set up trust so that those children are taken care of for the rest of their lives, long into adulthood and old age. Look at those results, learn about our results, and then sit down with us and see what kind of feeling you get from us. And my hope is, and what I'm told by our clients, is that you'll find that our interests are the same as yours: finding justice for you and your child and your family.